In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the OMAS Tokyo Fountain Pen. I'll go over the specs, I will do a writing sample, and I'll tell you what I like and don't like about this pen coming up. This is the OMAS Tokyo. This is a fountain pen that was designed by Ettore Sottsass, who is an Italian architect and industrial designer, most famous for the Memphis Milano company that made a lot of what I think are mostly very ugly, very 80s furniture, but design classic. He did do a lot of other designs that are not hideous, I think, for I think like a Lessie and some other design brands. And this pen, of course, I think also looks really nice. So good designer, just not a huge fan of Memphis Milano, but that is what he's most famous for. Now, this pen was introduced in 1993, and originally I believe it was only sold with steel nibs, and it was designed to be a more entry-level pen. Most of these Tokyo models you will find have steel nibs. This one is a little bit more rare because it has an 18 karat gold double broad nib. Now, in terms of the design of this pen, it's very, very plain. It does have flat tops, and if you look, you can see there is a tiny little circular indentation on the top and the bottom of the pen here. It is made out of resin. The most distinctive part of the pen is the clip with an O in it. It just has a very, I think, kind of modern, minimalistic design to it. It is a stamped metal clip, and it looks pretty nice. On the cap here, there's no cap ring. We can see it says OMAS Tokyo and Italy because, of course, these are made in Italy. It is threaded. The threading on this pen is a little stiff, but it does work. I guess we should see how many turns it takes to get the cap off here. One, roughly two turns to get the cap off. The sort of normal OMAS double-stepped section with the threading in the middle. This is just how OMAS does their pens. You can, in theory, hold the pen anywhere from the top to the bottom. The threading is not very sharp, so it's not uncomfortable. It does taper towards the tip before flaring out. A little collar there. And then we have the unique Tokyo design, which sort of has this double line that crosses the tines. It's a nice looking pen. It says OMAS 750 because it's 18 karat gold, and then it says 18K. And on the side we can see BB because this is a BB nib. Now, turning it over, we have a ebonite feed, as is normal for OMAS. This pen is a piston filler, and this is the piston knob here. There's a little trim ring. In fact, that's the only trim ring on the whole pen. Now, in terms of the size, looking at about 136, uncapped 124, posted. This does post, but like most OMAS pens of this era, it doesn't post very far down, but it is on there pretty securely, about 170, so quite long. In terms of the grip section, I'll go with the widest point back here, 11.4, and to the narrowest, we're looking at 9.0. So it does get on the skinnier side. In terms of the weight, 18.7 grams, which is quite light, as was normal for OMAS pens of this era, 12.5. So very comfortable, lightweight pen. In terms of comparing it to some other pens, with a Aurora Optima, with a Pilot Vanishing Point, and with a Mont Blanc 149. So I would say this is, the very standard OMAS size, the same as their Paragon. Let me grab a Paragon real quick. And here it is with a OMAS Paragon. So it's not quite as fat, but the nibs are the same size. It's essentially a full-size pen. Okay, let's do the writing sample. For the writing sample, I'm going to be using a Papermine Tomoe River hardcover notebook. These notebooks are excellent for fountain pens and for Blake's broadcast. Viewers and subscribers, you can get 10% off with code BB10 at checkout. So this is the OMAS Tokyo, and this is a BB nib, and this is Waterman Serenity blue. Try fast writing. Very good performance overall. It's a really nice, soft, smooth nib. In terms of flexibility, you can push on it a little bit. It's not the most flexible of nibs, but you can get some line variation that way. In terms of the cut of the nib, it doesn't have any stubbishness to it, but it's a really nice writer, very easy, smooth flowing pen. In terms of reverse writing, that's noticeably scratchier, but seems like it can do it, and you definitely do get a finer line there. Overall, it's a really nice writing pen. OMAS nibs of this era were really quite good, and this is no exception. So what are my pros and cons for the OMAS Tokyo Fountain Pen? Well, I think we have a very cool, minimalistic, modern design here. I like that this is, a collaboration with OMAS and a famous industrial designer slash architect. So I think that's cool. That makes this pen kind of unique. It's a pretty understated, I think, elegant pen, and it's a very comfortable pen because it's very lightweight. You have a very nice grip section, and you have a beautiful 18 karat gold OMAS nib with ebonite feed. It's different while still being understated and elegant. I really like that. It's not quite as in your face as some other pens. Now, in terms of cons, they don't make these anymore, so tracking one down can be a little bit tricky, especially if you want one with a gold nib. The threading on this pen, like a lot of OMAS pens, it's a little bit on the stiff side. I don't know if it's that this vegetal resin shrinks or whatever, but just be aware of that. When it posts, it does become very long, although I don't find it particularly uncomfortable, but some people might. But that's pretty much it. Do you guys have this pen? Do you like this pen? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more fountain pen, paper, and ink videos, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much, and until next time.